The Ford Raptor R might just be the greatest truck ever created. Let's talk about it. Now here on the front grille, let's be honest, the looks matter, and thankfully for the Ford Raptor R, the front grille has this signature design that basically every other truck manufacturer has tried to copy throughout the years, but none of them really come close to the original. We have our 360-degree camera here on the grille. We have our several daytime running headlights that have this really cool amber color that, again, is pretty unique to the Raptor. Here at the bottom, we do have our orange tow hooks. And then all the way underneath the vehicle, we do have our steel skid plate. Now let's talk about the wheels and tires. This is some of my favorite wheel and tire packages out there. We have 37.5 inch, don't forget that half inch, 37.5 inch BF Goodrich KO2 off-roading tires. This is the most premium off-roading tire on the market. If you've never heard of these, just do a quick Google search. You'll learn all that you need to. These are incredible, and they are sitting on 17-inch alloy wheels. And then the coolest part, in my opinion, of this package is gonna be the suspension. The Ford Raptor R sits on Fox racing shocks, which is gonna be great for performance with that 720 horsepower and be more than capable for all of your off-roading. All right, let's talk about the main event, and that's gonna be underneath the hood. That's why you're spending all this outrageous amount of money on the Ford Raptor R. That's why this vehicle is so dang popular. It's the 5.2 liter supercharged V8 engine producing 720 horsepower. I mean, that is supercar numbers in the frame and body of a truck. It's pretty incredible. Now, in an era where everything under the hood these days just looks like crap, I actually think, in my opinion, this engine bay looks pretty decent. We have the supercharger here sitting right on top of the V8. It looks pretty good. It's a bit of a rat's nest, but overall, especially compared to other Ford vehicles, it doesn't look too bad. And my goodness, does this thing make an incredible sound. Now on the side of the hood, we do have these air vents right here, which is gonna help escape some of that hot air to keep the engine bay nice and cool. We do have our running boards here along the side. One difference they made a few years ago is that it used to say Raptor on the running board. Now it only says Ford. Not a big deal, but at least something worth noting. And then we do have our sticker package here along the bed of the vehicle. Now normally, I don't like when manufacturers go over the top with all sorts of branding and especially sticker packages, but I do think especially kind of this textured pattern right here with the R looks pretty good. And let's be honest, is Raptor just the coolest name for a vehicle that has ever existed? I think it is, and so I do like to see the Raptor right here. We do have our locking rear differential back here as well. And then as we make our way to the bed of the vehicle, we do have our really nice, big, bold, blocky Ford lettering. I love that look. We have our Raptor with the orange R back here. And then another change, again, they made a few years ago, is that our tow hooks are no longer orange. They are black, which I do like that black look. I think it just helps add to the overall premium look of the vehicle. On the inside of the Raptor, we do have premium quality material throughout the entirety of the interior. Let's start with the seats. We have leather bucket seats with Alcantara inserts complementing the leather. I think it looks really good. We do have Raptor embroidering on the seats as well as the center console. And again, like I said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of over-the-top manufacturer branding, but I do think this looks pretty good. It looks clean, it complements it well. There are some Easter eggs on the interior as well. You can see this V8 kind of coming in through the side of the center console, a nice touch by Ford. Of course, we've got the leather-wrapped heated steering wheel with orange stitching and even more Raptor R branding. When you're spending this much amount of money, Ford doesn't want you to forget clearly what it is that you're driving, so I appreciate that. Of course, we've got the digital instrument cluster, the heads-up display. Believe it or not, this can actually be your family vehicle because in the second row, we have a ton of space in the Raptor R. The bench seating here in the second row does have heated options. And then underneath the bench seating, which is common for every F-150, you do have this extra storage compartment as well. Okay, so let's hop into the Ford Raptor R. And I will say, like being in the driver's seat, hands on the steering wheel, this feels premium. I think if you're spending that amount of money, you definitely want the ride, the sitting experience. You want it to feel good, right? And thankfully, I think Ford has checked all these boxes. So the Raptor R does 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. And we just so happen to be on a freeway right here where the speed limit is 60 miles per hour. All right. Give ourselves a little bit of room here. Okay, let's see why people buy this. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's pretty nice. I can't do, that's just crazy. Like, if you're not used to fast cars, like my heart, like, okay, that wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, we went 100 miles an hour. We just went 0 to 60, but like my heart's beating a little bit. That felt good, man. I like that. You know, one of the craziest parts about this truck is all the torque. It has 640 pound-feet of torque. And dude, you can just feel this. Okay, so we're gonna accelerate again. Here we go. Dude, you can like literally feel the front end kind of not literally lift up, but you feel that acceleration, man. This is crazy. And the best part about buying this as opposed to a supercar is you don't have to worry about going slow over curbs or easing into a driveway or anything like that. Not that you necessarily need to be rough with it, but with the 37.5-inch tires, 13 inches of ground clearance, I think you'll be okay. You don't need to baby it. Hey, so what's the final verdict? Well, clearly the Raptor R is not for everybody, but if you are one of those people who are interested and you want more information, including pricing, shipping, actually, believe it or not, this Raptor R behind me is available for sale right now. So leave a comment down below with any of your thoughts, questions, concerns, and if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos.